Oh, I know the important thing will be the 3 points, but how do you reflect on your team's performance?
Yeah, it is at the end of the day, but we knew that it was going to be a tough match, especially if we wouldn't manage to score early in the game. We had a lot of situations in the first half. One massive big chance of Guy Martinelli 2 yards out, totally free. We don't score, but we struggled once we arrived into those danger zones to pick our red shirts in the box. That we had many situations, and then we don't generate that many clear chances. In the second half, we did that a bit better, scored the goal, but then we had a period of 3 minutes in deep. So passive, really poor defensive habits, not acceptable for our level because we haven't conceded a single shot till that point. The first time they do it, they score a goal, and that's the Premier League, and we need to be very, very much aware of that and improve that because at the end, yeah, you rely on an individual action, a very chaotic action to score the goal and win the game, and the margins should have been bigger.
On Wolverhampton, they worked so hard. They've sat in 2 very deep rows to defend against your team. Were you surprised that you weren't able to create more?
Well, we created a lot of situation without picking the right player in the final pass. The amount of situation we have an overload in the box and we hit the first man. It's not the standards that we need to generate more. But I wasn't surprised. I was a game against Chelsea, Stamford Bridge. What they did against Villa, how unlucky they were not to get a result there. So I was expecting that if we didn't manage to score early, that we were going to have to suffer.
Come the end of the season, performances like today in games you should win will become all that more important. How much of a mental boost does it give you that you didn't give up and you can go and score a last-minute winner?
Yeah, and that gives you belief that regardless how the game goes, that you can always find a solution to win it. But now we're going to have a clean week. We need to start to train certain aspects that is slowly because you don't train them. You start to deteriorate a little bit, and then we go again because in the Christmas period we know what happens.
Good minutes for Gyökeres tonight, but you score your goals from 2 own goals. How much of it is him needing to do a little bit more, and how much of it is the team finding ways to create him chances to score?
It's a collaboration between the two. He was in a lot of really good position, and the ball didn't get into the area quick enough, sharp enough, or just with the precision that is required for a line to score the goal. But his work rate and the intentions were there, and we need to keep insisting.
I know it's good to have players returning from illness, from injury. Ben White went off early in the game. How is he?
We don't know. I think he felt something in his hamstring. We'll have to wait and see the extent of that injury. So, yeah, no good news in that sense.
How do you reflect on that performance? Lose it at the depth there, but a good goal from yourself. And you showed today that you can go toe-to-toe with a team at the top of the Premier League.
It's hurtful. It's been happening to us the whole season. We played the whole 90 minutes very good, and at the end we always concede, and I don't know how to explain it, but it's just very hurtful.
Does that make unpacking results like that a little bit more difficult? Because the game plan was good, you held your lines, you defended well, and then it comes down to 2 own goals.
Like I said, it's been happening to us the whole of the season. It's not the first time we've conceded in the last minutes, and I think it's something we have to work on, staying focused to the last whistle, and very unlucky for us. Good goal from them, and I would say a little bit of poor defending from us.
I can feel how disappointed you are. Are there any positives that you can take to turn results down for this football club?
I mean, of course, there are a lot of positive things to take. We played against the best team in the league. They're top of the table, and their first goal was from a corner kick. Very lucky. We came back, and they also scored a last-minute goal. So, I mean, there are a lot of positives to take from this game. We focus on the good and not the bad. We'll go play against Brentford, I think, and hopefully we get the win.
I know it won't mean much now, but the feeling of hitting the back of the net has been difficult for this group. Will after tonight, will you look at that moment, look at that goal, and it give you some more confidence in the up-and-coming games?
Yeah, I mean, we obviously have to score more. We haven't scored a lot of goals in the last few games, and it's something we've been working on. We did have a couple of chances in the second half, and we have that quality of scoring goals, but we just haven't really, like I said, been lucky attacking and defending, and hopefully in the coming games we'll score more goals and everything will change.
One of the craziest games I've ever watched is that game between Arsenal and Wolves. Maybe it was complacency, maybe tired legs, I just can't say. It was kind of game that the blood pressure was high. I was feeling so scared. What's going on? Drop 3 points against Aston Villa. Are we going to drop another 2 points again? Arsenal scored the first goal, was equalized, and out of nowhere, the third goal came. And finally, the 3 points were won. One thing is the Premier League is a very, very, very powerful league. See, the difference between the first team and second team is just little. Even though this team have been losing, they had to pack the whole bus they had and they took over the whole place. I just can't imagine a team who has not won in a while suddenly was almost stealing something away from Arsenal. But all the same, kudos to the guys. They won. That's the most important thing. But things really need to change against Everton, because things surely shouldn't go on this way. It was crazy. It was killing. Some people were even leaving the stadium even before the game ended. But anyway, up Gunners, they got the 3 points. On to the next one.